Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 45. In episode 44 we got two major things done. One was that we got this new mission in for wood to that sawmill, so I went ahead and put in a wood train for that. Easy peasy. So that's really not done too much yet. That's actually just its very first run and it's not even a full load, but that at least got that going. And the other thing was this Lewis Head factory here, which is one that we also cleared off a while ago for livestock, had been running off a farm here, which finally completely expired. Its production had been really low for a long time, but thankfully there was a new one that at some point popped up here with much better production, especially on livestock. The grain production's not great, but that livestock production is fantastic. So we went ahead and just used most of the same route, since it basically went to here originally. Somewhere around here was our station. So it's just basically adding in this little loop and that little run there. No big deal at all. So there we go. You are now caught up. And let's get rolling. Let's go back. I'm going to pop over here and continue to watch this one. Oh, it actually did alright, even though I didn't let it do a full load. I only let it basically fill one cart, and even then not 100%. But still did decently, so wood must be worth a lot to that sawmill, which is good. Yeah, the reliability still should be very good. Awesome. And by now, this should have enough for one full car and about half of the next one. So, that's good. That means the amount of time... Oh, that's even gone up. That was 64. So the amount of time it's going to be waiting here for this to completely fill should drop drastically now, which is good. I theoretically could knock one of the cars off because I do have it set for as a 4-car train, and that might be a bit excessive. I could really drop the 4th car, but it'll be okay. Let's put the speed up a little bit here, let that get full. Excuse me. And then we'll see what an actual full load is worth. And I think it will be quite a lot. Okay, off it goes. Now, this train does, of course, have a really high running cost, so obviously I expect this to be probably around maybe 1,800, 2,000 in the negative by the time it gets there, but I think it's going to jump up really nicely. I think this much wood is probably going to fetch us at least 20,000, maybe closer to 30, so this will be no problem at all once this train arrives. Which should not take too much longer, because it's not that far a trip, actually. Especially for a train. By road it'd be a little bit long, but by train it's peanuts. Anyway, we cross into a new year, so this will actually be even easier because it's going to let us see right off the bat. Yeah, so just over 20 grand per load. So as long as it can do one run per year, like each way, and given it just left on the 10th of January, we'll be able to very easily figure out how long it takes by just watching it up until it gets back the next time. As long as it gets back before January 10th, then we know that this train will be profitable as it goes. If somehow it manages to get back before about July, it'll actually run twice per year, and that'll be even better. But as long as it runs at least once, then we know it's good. And once again, this should have, a good pile waiting for us, which will help with the load times. I'll pop the speed up a bit while it does that. Yeah, doing pretty well. It is very possible that the production amounts are only just affected by the random up-down events and it has nothing to do with how often you're actually drawing from them. It would make sense, though, if your draw from them would at least have some impact. I mean, maybe the random plus minus would be more impactful, but I'd like to imagine that it being drained versus it not being drained at all would have at least some impact, but who knows. Anyway, so this thing left January 10th, and it looks like it's going to be leaving back again, by April 10th, so it actually could make 3 trips per year. So this is definitely going to be a very profitable train. Yeah, it's already at 36 for the year. Even if after I knock this off fully to 16, it's still going to make at least 2 more trips this year. So it's probably going to end up being worth about 50 grand a year to us. So that's a fantastic little train. Cannot be upset about that. Meanwhile, our iron over here should be just about done. Where's our iron train? Where are you? Where are you? There it is. It's got decent production. It's just it's such a long road, it's taking a while, but that's okay. And how many? Okay, so I have it doing 2 cars, so 70 tons. Okay. So that will definitely finish this, even if it's been rounding up. So, quick way to do that math, if you're curious, 1%, so just knock off the last 2 digits to 17. You need 3 more of those, so 3 17s is 54. So even if it's been rounding, we're still well over that. We're going to be bringing in 70. So if this was 96%, it could be a rounding issue. But at 97 or higher, this is definitely its last trip for this mission, which is awesome. Yay, math. Anyway, let's let this guy get rolling here. So I recall this thing has a pretty lousy bridge here. I'm not sure if I'm capable of building a better one or not. Oh, I can. I can upgrade that to suspension. Excellent. Now it won't slow that train down as much, because before, well, it still gets slowed down by the hill, but it would only be allowed to do the crossing part at 32, whereas now it's allowed to go as, well, up to 112, but it'll go as pretty much as fast as it's going to be able to accelerate, which is pretty much 112 anyway. So that's awesome. I thought I had to actually delete it and rebuild it. I was just clicking on it to get an idea of the cost, and it actually does bring up the auto updater, so that's a very good feature. I like it. Plus that, frankly, that bridge just looks a whole lot nicer than the little wooden one that was there before, so we get the win for aesthetics too. Anyway, so this train is just about there. Once it drops off, we'll just need to wait for 2 updates here, one for it to clear and then one for the new mission. And while we're looking at that, oh yeah, this is already a very profitable train, no worries about that. Awesome. Okay, so that's updated to remove, now we're just waiting for the update replacement. And while we're waiting, let's go take a closer look at our boats here. I have it set for the cargo ship. I could have done one of the passenger ships as well. I just left it on the cargo ship. So that's as good as any other. I definitely need more passenger ferries. These are getting... Yeah, I think it's time for us to go ahead and clone another passenger ferry or 2. There we go. That should help a little bit. So that's 200 more people that can be taken back and forth each pass. And even that may not be enough. I may still need more than that. But for now, that will do. And we're just waiting on Busy Bee to give us something new up here. And of course for the autosave to grind my poor CPU away. Here we go. It is another wood mission, and a very small one. So the sawmill just wants a small amount of wood. Where is our nearest forest? We can do a straight shot up or kind of up and over. Probably doesn't make a huge difference. So let's just go up and over arbitrarily. Where'd that forest go? There it is. Yep, that's got good production. No problem. So let's have another wood train. Because in case you haven't noticed, I like trains. Actually, can we do we have a cargo plane yet? We haven't done a plane in a little while. Well, good. No, we can't. unless it, when it says, goods or valuables, those are the specific things it can haul, unless it says something. Let me show you on the boats, make it clear. On the boats, you'll see it'll say something to the effect of, well, this one's only oil, but and everything but these, that means it could haul wood, be fine. Or if it actually specifically says wood in the description, it can haul it. But these ones, we don't have an actual cargo plane yet. That's okay. We'll just use a train. I like trains anyway, so that won't be a big deal. Supplies wood. Perfect. And over here, where did you go? Very hard to see. Have one over here. Make sure it accepts woods. That's apparently not flat enough. There. Okay. Alright, so we know we're kind of going up and to the right, so I'll try to do diagonals where I can. There's a hill there, so I can't do it all the way. We'll have to make do over these little hills. As I'm sure I've mentioned before, you cannot draw a diagonal piece of rail track on a hill. You have to do the normal left and right ones. Same with the roads, although they don't support diagonals at all, hills or not. So that's why I do prefer the rails. That's one of the reasons I prefer the rails, is because that gives you the capacity. Ooh, we're actually going to go up to cantilever steel. That's a cool looking bridge. Neat. Anyway, but rails at least let you go diagonal so for long distances it's really helpful to be able to do a diagonal cut across, because on a road I'd still have to go up and over, whereas here I could just kind of do one of those. It's not a huge difference, like I say, but on the really long routes it can really add up. So anyway, let's go ahead and plunk in a depot. Let's say there. That'll do. And let's have, say, 3 cars hauled by our Jinzu. Excellent. Right, so this is, close that off, so I can actually see the name of the place we're going, which is Tridine. Go to Tridine. Excellent. And its route shall consist of going there, there, and actually I want to go to the woods first so it can activate that station. And I'm going to do the full load trick again. So we can, that wood is working, we know, so we can now use this one as our viewer. So I want to make sure that it's rolling smoothly, so that I haven't got a break in here anywhere. The fact that that just went what certainly appears to be the wrong way, or did I put it on the wrong side? Oops. Oh, that's Stanshay Bridge. That's the one we want. Okay, I think there's a break in the line because it shouldn't already be going this way. But anyway, I'll have to keep a better eye on it. So we certainly can get in to here, and this is the side that should have had the full load call on it, not that one. But that's okay. This is now... Wait, no, that's the sawmill. Oh, come on, let's try and do this correctly, shall we? That's the full load side, that's not. Now let's go see where the break in the line is, because I'm now quite sure that there is. Well, maybe there it really isn't. Then why didn't it go there the first time? Or is this depot angle not... No, that should be able to go that way. I really don't understand. But that's okay. We'll do the full load trick once it gets a little bit of cargo available. And we'll go from there. And we won't worry so much about why I clearly had no idea what I was doing. Another thing I can think of is because the depot is kind of in the middle of the route, when it left here, maybe it decided that that this side was somehow the better one to go to first. Like it decided it was already on step 2 instead of starting at step 1, just because it already was in the depot. That's the only thing I can think of. And like I say, it ultimately doesn't make a huge difference, but it did strike me as a little bit strange, because it made me think there was a break in the line somewhere here. But anyway, apparently not. I'm just being silly again, apparently. And that's fine. I don't mind that. Yeah, this little corner in a hill will just kill its speed, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure I can fix that easily. I guess I could landscape this down. Yeah, I'm not sure it would really help that much. I mean, it would help a bit, but I'm not sure it'd be worth the time and cost to do that. Because that really is just, that's pretty much the only square it's going to really struggle on, and even then, only when it's inbound. On its way out, going downhill is no big deal. Obviously, there'll be a bit of a slowdown at the bridge here, but that's unavoidable. Again, unless I landscaped and just, land filled over the river, but I don't want to do that. I don't like destroying nature when it's unnecessary. And then everything after that, it's all smooth sailing, so it should have no trouble getting up to speed pretty quick. This is a pretty good, powerful engine. Obviously, we get much better ones later, but this one's not bad for the times. And it had enough there to be about half full as soon as it pulled in, so this is good production. Although I think that's dropped already. I thought that was 40, but it's okay. It's not a problem. We'll be hauling 90 per load, so basically 4 full loads and some change. I'm not sure if I pulled enough on that first load to cover it or not, but at worst it would be, 5 loads instead of 4. But oops. Ooh, an even faster bus. Yes, we are definitely interested in those. Definitely. Oops, that is not the right one. Let's try going to the right one. And hey, road vehicles, that's very helpful. Okay, so our current one's 40 at 18, 56 for 25, done and done. And in fact, we'll be replacing them as well. While I'm here, let's take a quick look through. These are all completely gone, so we can just take them off the list. Well, there was at some point a pop-up I didn't see for a slightly faster and slightly higher capacity valuables truck, so we'll go ahead and do that as well while we're here. No reason not to. Again, we're out of these, so we can take it off the list so it doesn't get in the way. No, that's the downgrade, so we're not doing that. There's another good upgrade. Again, I didn't see a pop-up for it, but that's okay. That's why it's always good to come in here and check once in a while anyway, even if you haven't seen a pop-up, just in case there was one but you missed it. And that does happen, especially if you have a lot of stuff in the message queue. It's very easy to miss stuff. So anyway, these are all gone. We'll take them off the list. And note that's a downgrade. There's an upgrade. And here, that would just be a downgrade. Okay. I guess while we're at it, we may as well. I know for a fact we haven't seen another train, because I was just in here a moment ago. Yeah, there's no new trains there. Although there was a new coal hopper, same thing as I had mentioned with the iron, when we suddenly could go to 35 for no reason. No idea, but we did it anyway. Oh, looks like we can do the same with the wood as well. I really don't know why it doesn't just give us that one straight off. I have no idea. Anyway, it's okay. And let's check the boat situation as well. I don't think there will be anything new here for a while yet. And the same with planes. I don't think there's going to be anything new here for a while. No, there isn't. Okay. Well, that gets us all caught up in terms of those. And actually, we're at the 20-minute mark anyway, so that makes this a good place to put a cut in. So at this point, folks, I'm going to call that an episode. Until next time, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching.